looks pretty, and you know, the bees that are out there, they're pollinating.
But it's actually very harmful to the plants and
for the birds. They get caught in there and they get trapped.
The sponsor, she's told us stories about how she's seen a deer who drank water, but they had a fish hook stuck in their nose, birds that have unfortunately lost their lives because of fishing line getting stuck on them.
We're just cleaning up, making it easier for the fishermen. You know, that way their lines don't get caught, their lures don't get caught, and that way it doesn't affect the wildlife that lives out here. It's like in the main fishing spots all around the lake.
They tried doing something with netting to contain it. That didn't work. Then they tried using a machine, but the machine is harmful to the wildlife in the water. Doing it by hand is proven to be the most effective way.
If you're pulling closer to the roots, it's a lot easier. But if you're pulling from like the top, it breaks really easily. The more you do it, the easier it gets.
Sometimes it's really hard when it's near the shore and it's really ingrained where it's been there for a long time. The stuff that's out in the deeper waters, it comes up a little easier, but yeah, it's hard work. This started when we got several calls of birds being entangled in fishing line around the fishing deck. It's far more than just removing the fishing gear. For one thing, the plant is taking the oxygen out of the water, and it's taking up a high percentage of this pond. It's the largest pond in the American River, and it's the only open water space where wintering birds come from all over the world fill this pond at nighttime. So it's critical for their survival.
And then actually for the fish population, the salmon population in California is actually starting to bounce back, but primrose in this part of the river is actually making it difficult because the young salmon don't have anywhere to swim away from predators because they need the shallows, and the primrose takes up all the shallows.
60 pounds of vine.
We got some volunteers together and came out here and did a few days to show that we could actually do it by hand.
Don't overfill this.
And then we were rescued by the California Conservation Corps.
Come on. Navigating the waders is fine because the trick that I have is you kind of sidestep and feel with one leg to feel where those drop-offs are, and then you know where to avoid it, or you can follow it to where there's more shallow land.
But I like this boat.
It definitely cools you down. You feel the cool water on the inside of the waders.
Kind of like being in the water just because being in the waders, you kind of get that coolness of the water, and it's refreshing.
It feels really nice, but then as soon as you get out, you're just in a rubber like suit, and it's hot and you're sweating a lot. You sweat a lot more than you think you would. It's a lot of root, and the roots, since it's like dirt around it and you're putting it in there, you're also putting about at least almost a gallon each of water.
When it's really covered in a lot of dirt, the best thing to do is kind of like shake it up under the water and loosen that dirt. And then if it's still too heavy, drain some of the water before dumping in the sled so it'd be easier to pull up and lift onto the shore.
Pulling that up, it's not something I'm used to doing. And it's a lot of arm strength and a lot of arm muscle that you have to use, but it's fun. It feels fun. You're definitely getting a workout out here.
If we could get more of the entire river, it would be great, but as long as we can tackle the fishing spots where the fishing line, the loose fishing line and tackle is affecting the water the most, I'd say that's a job well done.
There's tons of it. We have almost 2 bags full of just fishing gear that we found in there.
It'll take about 2 to 3 years before anything that we remove starts to grow back. So we have time to catch up.
And the community is very grateful to have the Corps out here doing this project.
Knowing the community is happy about what we're doing, especially those who ask questions and learn about what we're doing and understanding that this is an invasive species.
They're really thankful that we're doing it. They just say like how beautiful it is out here and how they love the fact that we're out here and clearing it up for them and just making it easier for them to fish. It's just amazing to feel like I'm part of something that's actually helping the environment.
I'd say it's rewarding for your soul, for lack of a better phrase. Like, you're doing something, but then you wrap it up, you're done with your day of work, and you get to see your accomplishments. Like, this is something tangible you can see that you're done with. We saw like all kinds of different bird species started swimming back in just to start exploring the area again. Such a big difference. Like, it's amazing what you can do in a day.